The things that we try and do in Toastmasters is we like to start on time and end on time. Because we had so much packed into the meeting today, we're actually going to have a little bit of trouble with ending on time. So what we're going to do is quickly go through the last things that we have to do. So I had a couple of helpers today, and our helpers included our listener, which is Otis Prince. If Otis would please give us a very, very quick quiz on what it was that we heard today.
Okay, thank you. Just to give you a little information about the listener and the role that I played today in the meeting is what I do is I listen attentively to everybody, and I also have a quick couple of questions. I wrote down several, but since in the interest of time, I'll only ask two. And let's go ahead. Okay. First question. What was the old Cherokee tale moral that we heard about at the beginning for the thought of the day?
Feed the positive.
Feed the positive.
Okay, cool. All right. And okay, what tip and where can you find the info that Patricia Hall gave to Calvin? What tip did she give him, and where can you find that info?
The latest edition of Toastmasters magazine.
Oh, the tongue titles.
Good.
All right.
Completes my portion.
Thank you, Otis. And next, our timer, Christy Flores, if we could have a timer's report.
Okay, as timer, my role is to help you keep your time allotment in place by holding up the colored flags here. So I'm going to start off with Yolanda, word of the day. Yolanda, you did 1 minute and 46 seconds. And Calvin, your speech was timed at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And Hudson, yours was 6 minutes and 58 seconds. And my thought of the day was 2 minutes and 46 seconds, according to Wendy. And table topic speaker, Griffin, is that right, your name?
Reggie.
I'm sorry. 3 minutes and 31 seconds. And Otis, yours was 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Patricia, as an evaluator, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Bob, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. That concludes my time.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, we have our grammarian today, who is Dorothy Worsham.
Well, I spent many years of my life assuring people that I was not listening to their grammar because I was a college English professor, and people would always say, well, I'm not going to talk in front of you because you'll pick out all my mistakes. But today I'll be an exception, and I tried to listen carefully. There were not many errors. Well, I heard you say one, I think you said gonna instead of going to, you kind of did that. Yolanda, I heard one, Christy said there is two, but then she self-corrected. Calvin stumbled over most latest version. You want to say the latest version, not most latest version. Wendy said okay is a filler. Reggie Green, I heard one and then Otis, a man after my own heart, because he says the same thing I do. He fills with 10 ahs and 3 ums. So we need to practice with each other so we can do better. Patricia Hall, I heard one Bob, I heard one and stumbling over the choice of words, whether you wanted to say commanding, demanding, or professional. You kind of stumbled over that word choice. That completes my report.
Thank you. And now my evaluation of the meeting. I think today's meeting went very well. We do have a new agenda structure that our Vice President of Education provided to us, and this is the first time I'd actually heard Will stumble over things repeatedly up here. So we'll chalk that down to getting used to the new agenda. And next meeting, we should be slightly better at getting things in order. To the club, we had a wonderful meeting today with the roles being filled, and what we need to do is we need to go ahead and sign up for our next meeting today so that we can plan to have another wonderful meeting next meeting as well. So in the interest of time, I want to finish up here, and we do have a quick question. I'm sorry?
Did we sign up?
Me.
Sign up with Yolanda or on Toast Toast. As far as our voting for today, Christy, if you could please let us know who won our best speaker and our best evaluator.
Did everybody turn in their votes to me for Calvin and Hudson? Make sure I got everyone's.
Let me get
Okay, that will break the tie. All right, best speaker is Calvin. And our best evaluator is Patricia. And I didn't get the votes for best helper, so we had one vote for Otis.
Well, thank you, and I believe this brings our meeting to a close. If you have any more questions, and yes, please stay around for just a few more minutes afterwards. We would like to talk with you and find out why you came. Wendy, you have one last thing?
I just want to welcome our newest member, Otis Prince.
So, thank you very much.
All right.